So in this video, I'm going to go over sample question 15 from the Society of Actuaries ExamP list of sample questions. If you haven't tried it yourself, I suggest doing it. It's not a difficult problem at all. Very simple general probability type thing. An insurer offers a health plan to employees of a large company. As part of this plan, the individual employees may choose exactly 2 of the supplementary coverages, or they may choose no supplementary coverage. The proportions of the company's employees that choose coverage A, B, and C are 1/4, 1/3, and 5/12, respectively. Calculate the probability that a randomly chosen employee will choose no supplementary coverage. Okay, now this is something so easily done with Venn diagrams. So let's start out by just drawing one, right? Because it gives us a few pieces of information that make the problem so much easier. So here's our entire sample space, right? There are 3 possibilities for coverage. You could have A, B, and C. Or you could have no coverage. You could fall outside of the Venn diagram into this box. Now, the thing that makes this question really easy. As part of this plan, individual employees may choose exactly 2 supplementary coverages or no supplementary coverage. That would mean this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0. We are only concerned with choosing no coverage and then these 3 spots. And that's it. So let's look at, and the question's actually asking us, what is the probability that a randomly chosen employee chooses no supplementary coverage? We're looking for this. So I'm going to put a question mark there. If we can find these 3 items, we'll be able to get this. So now let's look at trying to find those items. So it seems that the proportion of a company's employees that choose coverage A, B, and C, 1/4, 1/3, 5/12. A chooses, so the probability that a randomly selected employee has coverage A or has chosen coverage A is 1/4. And similarly, probability of B is 1/3. And the probability of C is 5/12. All right, now let's look at what these could be. What I'm going to do is start off just labeling these X, Y, Z. All right, now 1/4 of these people should be in X and Y, right? Because that would encompass everyone that has coverage A, which is 1/4 of all employees. So X plus Y equals 1/4. And then similar argument, Y and Z, Y plus Z equals 1/3. Because that's the total amount of people that fall into coverage B. And then X plus Z equals, X plus Z equals 5/12. Now, hopefully after writing that, this question just becomes insanely easy. This is a system of linear equations that you would have seen in 8th grade, right? Not a hard problem at all. So now let's go about solving this. A couple of ways to do it, right? Like I'm not going to go through how to do system of linear equations. Substitution, elimination, with 2 equations, 2 variables. Substitution's kind of my go. So let's see. What I can do is so you're watching me just like actually think through the problem, in real time, just so you can see how I solve it. So I'm just seeing what would be the easiest way. Okay, I think if I'll just label these equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. I can just start off by subtracting equation 1 and equation 2. And what that would get me is x minus z is equal to 1/4 minus 1/3. So 1/4 minus 1/3. And that should be equal to negative 1/2. 1/12, my bad. So x should be equal to negative 1/12 plus z. From there, I can substitute into equation 3. Okay, so here I have negative 1/2, 1/12, I don't know why I keep doing that, plus z equals 5/12. And then I get the following by opening up the parentheses, 2z minus 1/12 equals 5/12. And then I add the 1/12 to both sides. I get 2z is equal to 6/12. And then I divide by 2 to both sides, which gets me z to be 3/12. All right, hopefully that wasn't too bad. Should be pretty simple. And then this obviously simplifies to 1/4. Now I can take this, substitute it into there, right? Equation 3, by substituting 1/4 into z, I get x plus 1/4 equals 5/12, which would then allow me to find that x equals 5/12 minus 1/4. And I get 1/6. So I found x is 1/6, z is 1/4, and y would be, since x is 1/6, y would equal 1/4 minus 1/6. 1/4 minus 1/6, and that's 1/12. So these three items, if I add them together, that should be all of the proportion of companies' employees who have any coverage at all, right? And I'll just kind of summarize it down here. X is equal to 1/6, y is equal to 1/12, and z is equal to 1/4. Adding those up, 1/12 plus 1/6 plus 1/4 gets me, I'm going to write it to the side here, (1/2). So that would be the probability of A or B or C. And that would imply that the probability of not being in here, not having any coverage, would then be 1 minus the probability that you have coverage. So 1 minus 1/2, which is 1/2. And that's the probability that a randomly chosen employee will choose no supplementary coverage. So we end with answer choice C. All right, hopefully that question was pretty clear. All it required was you to set up a Venn diagram, and then after that, easy algebra that you'd have done in middle school and high school, right? If there are any more questions on this kind of problem, just leave it down in the comments. Hopefully this video helped you out. If it did help you, hit the like button, because that definitely helps me. If you guys want to check out more questions from ExamP, or that are similar to ExamP, I have a playlist on stuff like that. Go check that out. Other than that, good luck, guys.